bored, and so she was like, before she started modeling, she was scratching her head, and you know, she was trying to do some like hinting about what things would be. Terrible, children.
Hello.
Ridiculous.
Hello.
He's just wrong.
Okay, he can hear me. That's good.
You said that what? You said you're going to be a bit longer, and now you're just straight up here.
Yeah. I thought I would be long. I thought I'd hop into the call thing because to test if the audio was working, which it wasn't like a second ago, but it is now. So.
Nice.
Great.
Yeah.
Nice of you.
So I'm here.
So I believe we're just missing a
Central.
Who is essential to the campaign?
Funny jokes. Wordplay.
What a game. Right.
I just finished Final Fantasy 16 today.
What?
Yeah.
That game came out like 2 weeks ago.
No, it came out not the flat a week on last Friday. So last Friday.
A week ago last Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
I was trying to word it, but it didn't work.
It does seem exactly the sort of game that you would just completely no life. To be fair.
There's a lot
Japanese
of games.
RPG.
I don't make... It's not every Final Fantasy game, like 15 sucked. 14 is basically one I'm still no-lifing. Yeah.
And then there's 13, which nobody talks about.
It's got a good story, but it's just kind of boring to play in some aspects, because I don't really gel with the characters.
That's a good RPG.
There was.
Love me some Mass Effects.
I hate Mass Effect.
Why are you so cringe?
It's just, I've played through, a friend recommended it to me because it's like,
Why are
you
so
like
cringe?
you like sci-fi, you like RPGs, Mass Effect would be perfect for you. And as I played it, and I was like, the characters are just kind of shit.
How can you be saying that and you're playing Final Fantasy, like, bro?
Final Fantasy's always had good characters. Like, more grounded characters, I'd say. Or relatable. Which is ironic.
Sephiroth is so relatable to me.
7, 8, 9... 7 and 8 don't count because they're the worst games in the series. In my opinion.
Final Fantasy oh my god. You have some opinions on video games.
It's like 7 could have been a really good cyberpunk game because it had all the stuff set for it, and then they chose... Yeah, it had the setting and the corporation, etc. It's had all the tropes, and then it chose to veer left and say, we've got a antagonist, which is a silver-haired bad guy who is moody and broody and wants to put a fucking meteorite on the world. It's like, you just veered left and ruined the game. Because Sephiroth is really boring, unless you like him, I guess.
He's boring unless he's not.
I mean, it's the right type of opinions, but it's like Sephiroth's a boring villain compared to almost every other villain.
Bad villains.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Willkommen.
I completely forgot.
Bienvenue.
I just checked for updates this afternoon. How is it possible that there are more updates?
I hadn't updated until I actually until it like forced me to update.
Well,
so
they have it seems they update Pathfinder maybe half an hour before our session.
That's great timing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, lucky me, the update was very quick because I already updated most of it. I did one right thing today and it was updating early.
It doesn't usually take that long, to be fair. I don't think so.
To be fair,
I'm glad you have a good internet connection. What can you say?
when I update it, it's usually like huge amounts of updates at once, so it takes ages because I just forget to update it. Which is irrelevant.
Anyway, I'm logging in now.
I watched the Thingy-mabob for last session, but I'm trying to recall what actually happened last session, and
we fought the thing that Speedy Katie wanted us to fight.
Oh yeah, we did the bounty.
Cool.
Oh yeah, my new character got introduced and the bird took away my old character.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I literally cannot remember your old character's name.
Dr. Z.
Dr. Zishan.
Oh, Zishan, yeah.
Yeah.
And now we have Dr.
So, for a glorious, glorious card, who can tell us something about what happened last time?
Oranges and hero point stuff. Just FYI.
Last session, we were trying to cross a bridge. It wasn't actually a bridge. It was a illusionary bridge. So it was a bridge that wasn't there.
There was a bridge there.
Yeah, a bit further down. That was hidden because magic. Zishan got taken away by her bird. You met Speedy, my new character. We did a bounty. Is that? I think that's it, right?
I don't feel that warrants a card, frankly. Come on.
Come on.
I mean, I can go into. Yeah, sure.
If we go more in detail, we followed Speedy because Speedy kinda knew where to go to cross the river, kinda. And the bounty in question seemed to be some kind of weird sea devil. The weird part is that he was in a pond.
Yeah.
Followed by a small army of fungal lashes.
Yeah.
Some mushroom people. It was a fairly quick but entertaining combat.
Yeah.
And we also found out that Katie is from the big city.
Yeah.
So I
yeah.
might have some
Also, she's
key info.
a gnome.
It's a city folk.
She's a goblin.
She was adopted by gnomes, so she's an honorary gnome.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right?
My shit.
I suppose. I mean, I don't know really.
Actually.
I trademarked gnome.
Well, I trademarked green skin and she just rocked right up.
She's just infringing on all our property.
I'm just. But still uses a gun, so also infringing on Dr. Zishan's property.
Infringing on your own properties. What
You
you
could
do?
argue that she's also infringing on my copyright as the small, cheerful character.
Yeah? Really?
You're gonna be out of
Just-
money.
Stepping on everybody.
You're stepping them back.
Is there anything you would like us to add?
I don't think so.
Speedy take over driving the car for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why you let that happen, but yeah, she ended up driving guys back to her camp because you were like, take over the car, and she was like, where to? And nobody said really a direction, so she just went back to her camp.
I'm pretty sure we said to head down the river.
I think,
Okay.
yeah, they were the same direction, so I was like, head down the river, head to my camp, what's the difference?
Well, the camp was down the river, so
Yeah.
it kind of worked.
It's one in the same direction.
There's only one direction to go.
Yeah, down.
All right. I will assume you are all going to take a rest overnight then.
Yeah, we got pretty badly hurt. A few of us did.
What is that new art?
It's pastel. Because the hair was different. I got a commission of her because, you know, I wanted the hair to be...
hairstyle. Just FYI.
I wanted a spiky ponytail hair. That's
you
all.
of all people should know that.
Could I please have a survival roll from whoever is leading the group the rest of the way to Teddine?
Should
No
I?
relation to Farmer
God,
Ted.
we do not have a flipping druid anymore.
Should I lead the way? I mean,
Where's my card?
I'll lead the way.
No, you won't. Heck off.
Okay.
After you diddled yesterday. I'm driving the cart.
Alright, that's...
which means I will make a survival check by
Okay.
grabbing this, which has, oh boy, just a flat d20.
Can I aid him in any way? Just...
No, unfortunately.
I suspect we're going to get lost.
You don't get lost. We managed to get back on the road. There's a little bridge that takes you across the river. This one is visible.
Stones at it first to make sure it's not bloody fake.
Yes, this is a real bridge. And you will manage to make your ways over the other side and start approaching Teddy. It is, however, a very bumpy ride, and there isn't really much in the way of game to be found. So it doesn't really... You arrive, but not comfortably. And...
question, sorry.
Yes.
How long is the trip, more or less?
Hang on. So yeah, I guess about 15, and then you did like... You had to go like... 25...
It's probably quicker to ask, do we have time to apply some first aid and...
About 35 miles?
Well, we took a long rest, so we don't need first aid, do we?
We do.
I mean, we do. Long rests don't fully heal you. You know. So if Speedy is not driving, then Speedy, who happens to be a doctor, would, you know, patch us up.
If we have time, she's just gonna
That's why Speedy's not driving. That's why Corin's
try
getting this long.
to patch everybody up. That, except for Corin, because Corin is driving, and you can't patch somebody up while they're driving. Otherwise, they'll drive worse. And she, also Corin hates my guts.
I don't
so
hate you, just very sus.
okay, you're just
If you do need any healing, I could drive for a while. I was not injured in the last fight.
I'll have a rest when we get into town and patch myself up.
Yeah, sure. You don't really look like you could. Never mind. Never mind. I'll just deal with whoever wants all.
He's just a little bit grumpy and suspicious. It's not personal.
All right. That's yes. Okay. Sure. I mean, whatever floats your boat.
I would definitely need some patching up.
She gets out her healer's kit, and it's just a bunch of different like sutras and whatnot, and pouches. It looks organized. Probably can trust her. And yeah, she approaches Leroy. Looks a bit weird though, because she's got her sewing kit out, and yeah, so she's right, Leroy. Never seen anything like you before, so I'd probably be fine though. How weird can your anatomy be?
I'm perfectly normal, of course.
Yeah, okay. I guess she medicine check.
I just need stitches here and there.
Pardon?
I just need some stitches here and there.
All right. Let's see what I can do. Oh, that's a wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of healing, I think.
Mm. Well, it's a crit, so.
Yeah, I'm just 48. So 1, 2. So like she gets all these.
Whoa, 8 and a 7, isn't it?
All these needles and stuff, and she doesn't quite know what she's doing as she's trying to stitch you up, Leroy. But because it's weird, because she's starts stuffing extra stuffing in, because what the heck, you know, you don't have any internal organs. It's very weird. So she just makes it up as she goes along, and after like 10 minutes, you're feeling a fair bit better.
The important part is believing it.
It did work. That's 21 extra hit points for you.
Yeah. I'm fine. Well, good job, Doctor. That's very, very impressive. Keep it up.
I think it was impressive, considering I didn't know what I was doing. That's... You don't have... It's fine. Just...
I'm not.
It's just silent in the back of the car.
Just... she looks over to Karen for a second and is like, do you know he doesn't have any he don't have any internal organs, or is that, or
Sorry,
she's trying to talk. Yeah, she's literally looks over and tries to talk to you because you're literally
I'm facing away from you, so I'm not going to know if you're looking at me.
Oh, I guess she's talking to Yulof then, because oh yeah, I forgot.
Yulof is playing with her train, but she'll look up, pause for a minute. That's because he's a dream.
Alright.
And she'll just keep playing.
You're a train set. That's fascinating.
Do you want to play?
Sure, I guess. I ain't really ever seen trains before.
Well, neither have I, but don't they have trains in Antimony?
Do they have trains in Antimony, Josh?
Not really. They have one train that will take you from Antimony to Vim.
They don't really.
Catch the train?
They got a train in Antimony, you know. It's ain't all much, but yeah, it works. Goes, you know, all the way to Vim. Never really been to Vim. Probably a nice place. I mean, maybe it's a nice place. It's the Empires, but you know.
Have you seen it?
Nah.
Have you been on it?
No, never really needed to get that far up north.
Do you know how much it costs?
Probably a lot, I'd consider, since it's presumably Empire property related, because quick travel between there and Antimony is probably all quite good for them. I wouldn't... actually, to be fair, I'd like to go on it. It'd be cool. Probably cost an arm and a leg. But yeah. Trains are cool.
Josh, just for my edification, where does this train go?
To Vim.
Does it go along the Golden Road, or does it go...
It basically goes, like, it hits Gold Cross. If you open the map, it basically goes straight shot Antimony to Gold Cross.
Okay.
and then it starts following the golden road up towards
Yeah,
Vim.
from there. Yeah. I hope we can go on it.
Sure, would be cool.
Ted's not an antimony, that is. Have I told you about Ted, Katie?
I believe so.
Sorry, I keep calling you Katie. That's overly familiar, isn't it? Speedy. Why do they call you Speedy?
Because I'm right fast.
I already asked this last time.
Yeah.
I mean, yesterday, not last time.
Just for clarification, I'm just really fucking speedy, and she just...
Why do they call you Katie?
That's my last name. I picked out myself when I probably shouldn't have, right? So I was allowed to choose my last name. I chose my last name at 5, and I couldn't spell, so it stands...
Chose your last name?
Yeah, it's like, it's a thing. Don't really...
Is that a thing? That doesn't really sound like a thing.
It's because I was kind of adopted, and they're like, we could give you our last name, or, you know, you could choose your own, because why not?
Sounds like they didn't want to give you their last name.
I wouldn't think of it that way. That'd be kind of mean, you know. Maybe. I like to think of it as they wanted to give me my own identity, you know. So Katie stands for quick talks because I talk quick.
That's cutie.
I couldn't spell at 5 though, so quick started with K.
I see.
Yeah.
My last name is Mugarish. It's the name of my clan.
Oh, that's cool.
That's all I have left with them.
Oh, that's really cool. Would have been, in hindsight, yeah, it would have been nice to have a last name that actually associated with me by my parents, but
You don't know where you're from at all?
Oh, no, not really. I mean, I was found by some gnomes, and they raised me.
Sounds a bit like Ted. He raised me, and then I dreamed Leroy, and then one day Corin turned up, and everything went upside down, and the Empire came for Ted, and we jumped through a portal, and here we are.
That sounds like a right story.
It's true.
I mean, it could be worse. I mean, could have not ended up here.
Well, we
Or
did
be
burn
dead.
down a village and pissed off a giant. And... No, it was a... What was it, Leroy? Who did you piss off? Is it the Prince of Frost or something?
Well, technically the giant we killed. And then
Yeah.
the Frost decided that I... Well, basically there is a fairy thing that thinks that I am his servant. Of course he's wrong, but he's very pissed off at me, and I am very pissed off at him. So yeah.
That's new.
If
No.
you hear of the Frost Prince, let me know, because I have a score to set.
I ain't never heard of no Frost Prince, but that sounds like you got a mighty lot of trouble following you, which is par for the course, I guess, for adventuring types.
Speaking of, if you want, Speedy, my dear Lady Speedy, you should know that as a member of my court and as a member of the Knights of Midwinter, you are also an honorary member of the Traumvolk clan. If you want a different or extra last name, you can feel free to call yourself von Traumvolk.
We'll see. I mean, don't. Name's not growing on me quite yet, but you know, give it a couple of days, maybe We'll see.
EKT von Trumpfel?
It is your
So
right.
is
Sir.
Maybe I could add
She would
more
have-
initials to my last, because KTVW. That'd be right cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll just put a pin in that.
I think your knowledge of antimony is going to be very helpful. We need to find Ted.
Alright, yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose I'll help. I suppose, yeah, definitely, I'll definitely help.
Is there anything you need help with? Besides that bounty?
Yeah, you helped me with bounty, so all's good. It's, you know, when I help you with Ted, we'll be square.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't see people like you guys, you know, with the adventuring. Actually, I haven't really met some adventuring types like you, really, so it's cool.
There were loads of adventuring types in Arbros at the Adventures Guild.
I don't get out much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Antimony, but I mostly go around hunting, like bounties and whatnot, so...
Yeah. Okay. I bet there's an Adventurers Guild in Antimony.
Almost definitely, probably. Josh. There's the Adventurers Guild in Antimony.
In Antimony, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Of course there's an
Their
Adventurers.
headquarters.
It makes sense. Yeah, so... yeah, cool. We're heading to Tedine then, right?
Do we have
Would I
some
have
Do we have some extra time for starting some crafting while we're at it?
We had 35 miles and 10 minutes of that was spent healing you, so... I don't know is the answer.
Unless we're going
So I
70
either,
miles an hour.
I'm either going to craft something, or I might. The problem is that I don't really know how much miles translate in time, and crafting is a pretty slow process. So I'm trying to do it.
Cart's probably not going much faster than walking pace, is it?
Not much, no.
The whips
It's a
and get
good,
running.
solid day. Solid day of travel, I guess. Right.
If it's just one day, I will jump on Esteban and scout in front of the cart, basically.
Incidentally, there was, I don't know whether you still have it, but there may be a little bit of paper floating about on your thing that lets you set times.
Oh, yeah.
That lets you, I think you can only do one at a time, but you can set up basically an activity on that, and it syncs to the clock that I run. So you can just, if you know how long something's going to take, you can just set it in there, and then it'll tell you when it's finished.
That's
Amazing.
amazing. I don't know how to do that. Activity. Maybe here.
Yes. Unfortunately, that's only for players, so I can't see the interface for that.
It's odd.
Well, I don't need to know what the activities are for.
That's amazing.
Where is it?
I'm also not seeing activities. Is it in the
What
library? No.
page is it on, Central?
It's just on top of the chapter.
Oh,
On the left.
It says double click to add a busy
Oh,
action
that thing.
for active characters. Only one per active character. Right click and navigate radial menu to do stuff. Regardless, because it's only one day, I will scout ahead with Esteban. Not too far ahead,
Okay.
just enough to know to know if there is problems on the road. I will stay within earshot.
If Leroy's going to scout ahead, I will tag along with him just to make sure he's alright. Because
You should be aware that Esteban is pretty quick and basically going on horse.
what's the wait, what's the word? What's the legal? No,
Carrying capacity.
yeah. Can I just hop on the back of Esteban? Because he's a chair, and it'd be funny.
Possible, like Esteban should be fairly big. Like you cannot ride him in combat probably, but I believe he's capable of carrying two of us out of combat.
That's,
I think
if we can, it'd be just really funny.
he's a fairly strong chair.
Well, you may indeed be doing this as you're traveling, but after
I
some
would like
time,
to stare at my tattoos as well at some point.
absolutely, absolutely,
Just tell me what.
you can study your tattoos.
Hold it for now.
Yes, you can do that as you're traveling.
Thank you.
I believe you do need to make a roll on that for if you want to learn a thing.
Autism. Eye on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give me that.
Okay, find it now. Skills.
Learn them spells.
Let's see.
Hmm.
It's 15 plus the spells level. I'm presuming. Is it random which one I'm looking at? Because I don't know what they are.
Oh, you pick the one you want to learn.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll stare at pocket library then.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You take the time and you learn Pocket Library.
Okay. I'll drag that onto my sheet. Thank you.
Yeah. Just drag that into your spells
Yes.
bit.
Spells.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. All right. And you all shall arrive at Tedding, which, as you arrive, you're just sort of coming over the hill. It's a little, pretty small mining town right next to the side of the mountain. And as you approach, you hear this rumbling, and the ground shakes beneath your feet for a few seconds, and then it stops. You hear the sound of something falling over in the distance.
That sounds great. Shall we go and check it out?
Do we,
Do you have any reason to?
or just hear the rumbling and nothing else?
You just hear the rumbling, and you can see the town. Like, you're not right there, you can see it, but it's, maybe 10 more minutes walk to get into the town.
I mean, you're right. We don't have a reason to check out, but maybe we
We
should.
shall find out what is this disturbance. Esteban, ride on.
Well, I'm taking the car to town. I want to stretch my legs and have something to eat first.
First, I will ride ahead for a bit. And Speedy, feel free to up down if you don't want to follow me.
Yeah, I mean, I'll follow you. I'll go and check out this rumbling as well. Sounds cool.
I'll hang out with Corin, I guess.
And Speedy,
You can go help with them if you want. Don't feel like you have to hang around
I
with me.
can't fit on that chair.
You can take, yeah, if they're going to run off now, there's not much to do.
That's fine. We'll find them later.
Yeah.
don't worry, friends, we will be back soon.
It'll be
All
alright.
right. As you head gallantly on forwards, you will arrive at the town where you will see it is still standing, but a lot of things have fallen over. The buildings are starting to get cracks in them. The place looks kind of damaged. It's a moderately, small to moderate sized town. There are a bunch of people standing outside, sort of gathered just at the edge of the city, trying to avoid anything that might fall on them. There's a man with, who's Speedy you will recognize as the mayor, because he is the man who gave you the bounty, who is wearing his mayoral hat, which looks like a sort of Napoleon hat, but aside from that, he is in his night clothes, which are a big sort of long, stripy, sort of the Ebenezer Scrooge nighty kind of a deal.
Thank you for this beautiful picture.
And he is standing out there with about 24 people, about half of whom look like miners. And he is just saying, no. As in the people with pickaxes. Yeah, just go in and figure out what's going on. We'll deal with this problem. Over there, look. That's one of the adventurers. I'm sure they'll be able to lend a hand with this.
Hey.
Gesture over to you lot.
Hey, Mr. Mayor.
Didn't we arrive first?
Did we run
Yes,
up?
you did.
We did, yeah, I guess.
Yes. Sorry, I thought Speedy was with you.
I am.
Please, with
Okay.
Leroy and Speedy are running very quick.
Yeah, you guys
Yes.
arrived first, what?
Yeah.
All right. Yes. We seem to be having a bit of bother. See, apparently there's been a bit of trouble in the mine, and some monsters of some sort have shown up. That is rather your forte, I would say.
Ain't always. Yeah, right. I'll add it to the tab of the bounties, and after we've dealt with that, we can collect on all of them. Because a couple of venturing folk I found still on the way helped with this, and they can help with that.
Excellent. Well, the town, of course, as it is open to you. Errol is refusing to leave the town, so I suppose the tavern's open technically, but it's just him. The rest of us are out here, obviously. Another rumble goes across, and like a beam from a house just breaks and falls over.
My friends might need a couple of minutes to rest up and stretch your legs, but after that, I guess we'll be straight on it, I guess.
I appreciate it very much, so.
Cool. I mean, we'll get it done, right? Leroy?
If I might ask, what kind of monsters did you see in the mines?
Oh, terrible rock people.
Ah.
That can mean
Hard rock or progressive rock or...
Oh gosh.
I don't understand.
You're on fire.
That would be a question for the miners, I think.
well, while my companions rest, I will ask the miners if it's okay with you.
Yes, please, go ahead.
And I will let you rest. You can rest assured, dear Mayor. Leroy von Trombolk is on the case.
Who's that?
Me.
Oh,
Let's go, Esteban. I will go towards the miners.
yeah, they're just sort of sitting around contemplating They're doing the sort of workman thing of, like, standing around rubbing their chins. You're like, You've got to look like I'm thinking of a solution to this, and hopefully one will present itself.
You're not my friends. The solution has arrived.
Yeah.
Sort of look at you, and then immediately go back to looking at the building that is in the process of falling over. One of them gives it a bit of a kick.
Is the building the mine, or is there like a different building or a number of buildings that are falling over regardless?
Oh, several of them are falling over. Very slowly.
Well, we ain't the solution for that, but we are gonna clear out the mine, so the quakes probably won't happen. So that's like half your problem, right?
So I'm told that some rock monsters are causing the city to crumble. Is that correct?
Well, there was, like, we was mining and we hit this big aquifer, right? And it looks like we sort of tunneled into this kind of underground basement thing. And the next thing we knew, there were these, like, big rock men what come out. And one of them was shouting at me and something, and I was saying something about waking them up, and them like shaking everything, and then everything started falling over.
That sounds not too good.
And it is at this point the rest of you will arrive.
Hey,
Send
Karen.
a message when we're 120 feet out to Leroy. Just is everything okay?
It seems some rock monsters are destroying the town from below.
Rock monsters destroying the town from below, Corin. That's what's going on.
I see. So, I guess you're wanting to help them then, or?
Well, of course, I will never leave my loyal subjects in a situation like this. Also,
Anybody a bit more sane? Who's in charge? Should we speak to?
Well, the mayor's in charge if you want to speak to him. He,
Is he the one with the funny hat on?
yeah, he's one with the funny hat on and the stripy PJs.
Didn't he go back to bed?
He did.
Where is he? I mean, what hat? What are you talking about? What am I doing?
Right, the mayor's gone back to bed, but the odds and sods of the situation are miners.
I haven't gone back to bed. I'm right here.
Oh wait,
Oh,
what?
well, he's right there.
He's behind the cart.
I'm standing on this crate. I've been here the whole time.
No, sorry. So, what, rock monsters in the mine causing some trembling and whatnot?
Yes, they were demanding we leave the town. It's ridiculous. We need to go in and kill them.
Well, how long's it been an issue for?
Oh, maybe, well, less than a day. It only started this morning.
Recently.
Well, not this, but it started yesterday morning, but we've
Yeah,
been up
yeah.
all night, you see, so. Yes.
So, say we fix this problem for you, what's our compensation then?
They're gonna pay us in gold, right?
Yes, of course.
That's what you said.
He says,
to the other
patting
bounty.
himself down.
I'm gonna... What do I do in this? To see if he's lying out of his butt.
that's perception.
Yes, could I make one of those?
Absolutely, you may.
I see nothing.
Oh, you can't tell. With his hat is just too fancy for you to pay any attention to anything else.
It's...
Right,
I wouldn't call it fancy, it's definitely unique at least.
I mean, he's still got the other bounty to pay before, so you know.
Right, so how much are you paying us for this then?
We have just put aside money for one beast, but well, I'm sure we could do.
And we did take care of the other beast as well, by the way.
Oh, good. Yes, that's good. Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm sure we
took
could
the
do.
trident. It's not a big trident. We took the trident again.
It's in the cart, isn't it?
It's in the
Right.
cage, yeah. We got the head off it to prove it. We killed it, you know?
With mushroom.
Well, I believe we owe you a dozen gold for that.
Yeah.
And I think we could, for safeguarding our village, I think we could do the same again.
Would it be okay if we didn't just kill the rat people? Like, maybe we could deal with them. Sounds like they weren't doing anything, and the miners just upset them a little bit, so maybe we could calm them down.
They're rock monsters. They can't be reasoned with.
Oh, they were speaking, weren't they?
Yes,
Said something about...
they were.
To be fair,
Apparently,
they did tell
Well,
you.
anything
to
can
leave,
speak
so.
these days.
Look, how about we come to the agreement that we make them stop this damage that's happening to town, at least, yeah?
Look, if they stop, then they might start again. I just need you to go in and simply wipe them out. It's not complicated.
Genocide rarely is.
What if they pay us to wipe you out?
If they
That's
pay
a-
us more, I'd
that's a
probably go with the rock monsters.
That's a joke. They're joking.
It's a
Obviously.
very serious threat right there.
Oh, Joe.
It's not a threat, it's a question.
I think it should be quite obvious that you would not side with a group of monsters.
Well, but if they have claim to this place, they live
We
to
have a
it first.
village here. Look at the houses. Look at this hat.
It is a nice hat.
It is a very nice hat.
Hey,
The rock
it's
monster
nice.
has a nice hat.
Ooh, that'd be pretty hard then.
Look, these are a lot of very silly hypotheticals.
You
Fact
know what?
is,
We'll just go and assess the situation and stop the rock monsters. Right?
very
Yes,
good.
I'm lying.
Yeah, so, the bounty, just going back to that, you said
Yes.
the same amount, but that was for one monster, and this is for a whole
Horde,
tribe
probably.
clan. Seems a bit more payment should be needed, yeah? If you
Well,
don't have enough gold, we can take precious gems.
You understand, our treasury is being depleted from all these monsters, and we can't deal with this sort of thing. Give me diplomacy there.
You can do it.
Yeah. I suppose we
Fine,
could.
This is how they make their money.
I suppose we could bring it up to, say, 20 gold for the group.
Ooh,
The whole group, 20 gold.
split 4 ways. That's
Is that a
probably
could
lot?
stretch
That
it
seems
to
like
that.
nothing.
that seems like a right lot. I mean, 5 gold each. That's fair amount,
That's all.
right?
Almost twice as much as the previous one, so I'd say comparably.
Yeah, okay, it doesn't
Yeah.
last, and then
20 is not bad.
20 for this. That gives us about 8 gold each.
Sure, we can settle for that then, I guess.
Rock people.
First, we'd like some food, some drinks, I think.
I have my candies.
Certainly. As I said, the tavern's still open. Shockingly.
Oh, good, good.
Right.
So I'm sure that you can arrange for that to be on the house then, yeah?
Yes.
Thank you,
Just
thank
tell Errol that I said so.
Right. And what's your name, sorry?
Algernon, Mayor Algernon.
Algernon.
Yes.
I see.
It's Mr. Mayor, that's his name.
Right, shall we start with this crap then?
Well, let's step to the tavern, get freshen up, eat a drink, then mines, right?
Yes, if we're doing it,
Yeah.
I just want to point out that we are once again delaying our trip to save
Yeah,
Ted.
I'm
That is,
worried, but if he's not in Antimony, if he's in Vim, we're going to need some money for that train ticket.
oh, that's a point.
If they let us on the train.
I don't see why they
We're
would.
going to need money to bribe them to let us go on the train.
Or we could just sneak on.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's have a little rest or start another stressful, tiring mission then.
Right,
I
let's...
mean, I did spend all my money on my train set.
It's a very train set, though. Very nice.
Yeah.
I have a question. If I can I recall anything about rock people in my random folklore studies? Like any ring, any bell ring, anything? What's the roll for recall knowledge here?
About rock people. Well, I'll take a nature roll, I think, for this.
That's fair. That's a decent one.
Okay. So rock people probably refers to earth elementals of some sort. there are quite a lot of earth elementals. It could be anything from earth mephits, who are little sort of flying imp fellas that throw mud at people, who aren't generally a particularly big issue, to literal mountains that can walk and kick you, which are a substantially larger issue in every respect.
It's neither of those things, because the mountains will not fit into the mines, and the methods will not be able to cause an earthquake, probably.
You will know that earth elementals with that role, any earth elementals of moderate intelligence tend to be very measured, but once they decide on a course of action, they tend to stick with it, and it takes rather a lot of convincing to get them to change their mind. You will also know that, generally speaking, getting an earth elemental to take an action that is aggressive for no reason is difficult. You usually have to do them some noticeable harm before they will take an action against you, instead of just ignoring you. They're very big on ignoring people.
Are they good at stonewalling?
Yes.
Ha 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 ha.
Do they eat something, or like, do they have some items, some objects, some stuff that they especially like?
Rocks.
They do like rocks.
Yeah, that's. They always have rocks. They live in a mine. Like,
Shiny
they
rocks.
have a preference for shiny rocks, or?
Oh no, shiny rocks are a thing that mortals enjoy. No, they have far more refined taste than that. Generally, they are. Actually, that's all I'm going to give you for that role. I think that's all you're going to get.
That's fair.
What is mined in Tedine? What is it known for? What are these mines for?
Well, it is, the miners will tell you, they mine copper for the most part, and they mine a bit of iron, and also some of the rock, some of the slate is mined for building materials as well.
Oh. It's pretty cool.
These are several, they have quite a few mines in the town, effectively.
Well, let's head to the tavern then, and...
All right. You can head to the tavern. You get to the tavern. You will notice that the tavern is very slightly lopsided, and as you step towards it, there's another rumbling, and it maybe 2 or 3 additional degrees of the left-hand side of the tavern sort of sink into the ground.
Oh wow.
Do you think it's safe to go in here? I just enter then.
All right, you open the door. You will see that most of the furniture is sort of... It's still on the floor, but it has slid all the way to one side of the tavern. On the other side, there is a bar, and there is a quite beefy-looking dwarf with black hair and a big bushy black beard, scowling at a glass that they're presently cleaning. And you could see that they appear to have tied a rope around their belly, which is secured to one of the drinks cabinets.
Ah, that's clever.
Good morning, folks.
Oh, aye, what can I get for you there? Good to know there's some people who ain't pansies here.
Yes, well, we've just been hired to clear out these mines, deal with whatever's going on down there by your mayor. Fancy man he
Oh,
is.
have you now?
Yes, we have.
Well, grab a seat then, I suppose.
All right. on the side of the tavern that's not sinking, I imagine.
Wherever you like.
On that side, yes. Yeah, I think we'd all just like some food and drinks, and Mayor says he'll pay up for it after, if that's fine.
Oh, aye, that sounds like him. That's fine. I've got some eggs and I've got bacon.
Why not
Do you have
both?
turnip juice?
You can have both. I don't have turnip juice. I've got pumpkin juice, if that would do.
Yes.
And he brings out a, like, he doesn't bring it out. He sort of opens a cabinet where there's this huge, like, brass metal sort of cylinder that he goes under the table and grabs a couple sort of small pumpkins, like fist-sized pumpkins, and pops them in the top and grabs a big lever at the beginning and just
Like you would with an orange juice.
Yeah.
Yes, very good.
just pulls this big lever and a bunch of a couple cups of pumpkin juice comes out of the bottom. And he doesn't slide them over to you. He walks over to one end of the bar and just places them, and then just sort of looks up, waits for a second. There's another rumble, and the cups will just rumble their way over to your side of the bar.
What a fascinating tool. Do you have the shavings of the pumpkin?
Oh, hey, you want those?
I wanted to feed them to my chair.
I'd prefer if you didn't sort of just leave bits of fruit around on my floor.
Not your chair, my chair. I point to Esteban, who is waiting there. He's eating them.
We'll clean up after him. He makes a mess.
He's a very polite gentleman. Of course, he doesn't make a mess.
All right, I suppose. And we'll hand over some pumpkin detritus.
I will feed them to Esteban.
Okay, the big grimacing face at the top of the chair will open its mouth and start chomping on it. It doesn't have a throat. It just chomps. It just squidges out of his mouth again. It just.
Sounds like
It's
my
just a
parent.
face. He has no internal elements.
I don't hide it. Still, I eat something. I eat stuff, so you know.
Your chair, Esteban, is now sticky to sit in.
That is
That's fine.
disturbing.
You don't happen to... Oh, sorry.
I was just agreeing with you.
Oh, aye. Yes, that means yes in Dwarvish, doesn't it?
Aye.
Or is that yes, or are you saying...
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Sorry, it's really hard to understand your accent. It's so thick.
That is true. That is true.
Are you from Tedine?
No, I'm from the mountains.
The White Mountains?
No, the further north.
Ooh,
Oh.
I'm up from Cinderhall.
that sounds pretty far north.
It's about halfway west in the valley, I'd say.
Cool. I
How
guess.
long have you been in Tedine?
Oh, about 60 years, I'd say.
Wow.
Did you ever meet my uncle? He used to come through here, maybe have a drink. His name was Ted. His name is Ted.
Ted.
Maybe this
What
is
did he look like?
He's a farmer in Sugar will give a very accurate description of Ted.
Oh,
including
the
what he
one
smells
who
like.
always smells of turnips. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
I've met
that's
Ted
him.
on a few times.
I bet he enjoyed your pumpkin juice.
You know, he never was much of a fan.
Have you seen him recently?
Oh no, I ain't seen him for 2 or 3 years, I'd say.
Yes.
Why?
We started in two horse, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, this was our nearest big town, so I thought.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You haven't seen any Empire folk heading through, have you?
No, can't say I have.
Damn it. I have no reason to disbelieve him.
That's got to be a good thing, right?
You can give me a perception if you want to suss out what he's saying.
I don't really have any reason to do it. Like, if you hadn't rolled, I'd be like, yeah, sure, fine, but I
Except
don't
you're
have any reason
suspicious
to.
of everything.
I'm
You're
not
suspicious of
necessarily
Yeah,
saying that that's a deception roll. That could be anything.
Is there passive perception in this?
Don't believe that is.
No.
I mean,
I'm fine.
sort of, but not really.
No, I don't think this like local tavern would have any reason to lie about the Empire coming through here.
He seems like such a nice dwarf.
Did you build the pumpkin juice?
Oh no, I got that shipped in from them.
That makes sense.
It's a very fascinating tool.
Well, my nephew, he went to the university there, and that was one of them projects that they were working on. And this was apparently one of the versions that didn't work, so he fixed it up and sent it over to me.
That's nice. Must be a...
It's supposed to be working fine. What's the...
Well, apparently it's supposed to be used to like, they're supposed to put magic rocks into it, and it gets the magic out somehow. Can't you say that's ever worked for me, but certainly works on fruit.
Huh. Must be cool to have a nephew in the university of a bit thin, though.
Oh, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. Every letter I get is usually I almost died, something exploded, something like that. But you know, it's what he wants to do.
Sorry, what university is it in Vim? Is it just the general university, or?
There's the University of Vem.
But does it like specialize for something, or is it just anything?
I think they do everything there, but I know there's quite a lot of them engineering folks over there.
I see. Yes, makes sense.
Is it generally something people would have heard of, Josh, about magic rocks and extracting magic from them?
You've certainly never heard about that.
Yeah.
Have I?
Let me have a look at your skills. Give me a lore engineering. You've heard ideas about it bandied about of
Yeah.
using it, like, there's some theories about magic being stored in rocks because of the way the river flows. It could infuse the rocks in some way, but it's real. You have to get so much of them for it to be any use, and some people are like, well, if we crush them up, we can condense them enough to make it useful. But you've never heard of any practical uses coming of it.
Fair enough.
When they say magic rocks, I have a vague idea of what they mean, or just rocks with magic in it, just to try to understand this, like something that
You,
has specific uses.
you would not know what they're talking about. Because for you, magic rocks is such an incredibly vague thing they could be talking about basically anything.
Sounds like vague thing. The first thing I was thinking about was like Eon Stones, but I don't think they're talking about Eon Stones. I was thinking about runic magic, but who knows?
Oh, it sounds like we've taken up a fair bit of your time.
He will have cooked you up some bacon and some eggs.
I just get a couple
Giving
of...
you all some juice and some beer.
Oh, we got a full
Do you
meal.
know anything about the mine? Do you know anything about what's going on down there?
Oh, I'd say they apparently made something a wee bit angry down there. If I were them, I would go down and apologize.
That's sad.
You know,
I should just apologize.
That's the first reasonable thing I heard in this town.
that sounds
The
like
rock
something
people were there first.
they should do, but considering how they are, they're not going to do that. So we've got to probably... That's why we're here, I suppose. I mean, it pays.
Don't worry, I will apologize.
However you want to justify it so you can live with yourself.
I didn't say we're going to kill them.
No, you certainly didn't say that out loud.
Right. Will we be off then?
Do I look to you like a murder's king? The kind of person that murders without reason? I'm not an executioner, I am a diplomat first.
Well, to me you look like... You know what, I'm not in the habit of insulting my patrons, so you look unique.
That is very true.
So do you. I've never seen a dwarf tied to a bar before.
Ah, well, it's either that or you'd be seeing a dwarf who's smashed through the side of his own bar, and I think I'd prefer the former than the latter.
True.
Maybe you could serve the rockmen drinks. I bet they would like pumpkin juice.
Do rocks
Well,
drink?
they are more than welcome if they
Maybe they have rocks that need to be made into drinks and we could give them your machine.
Now, hold on a second. I'm all
Sorry,
for
buy your
being
machine.
friendly, but that's my machine.
Well, buy it from... Surely if it saved the town.
It's not for sale.
But they're rock people.
That was
they
a
probably
gift
like to
from
drink
my
rock
nephew.
drinks. I'm sorry.
Do you know a place where we could buy some lantern oil?
I think this is the only place open, isn't it?
I reckon everyone else in town has buggered off to the outside.
Do you have some lantern oil that we could borrow?
I might have some. Let me have a look. You sort of rummage through stuff under the desk. You'll see as he, because it's basically at the edge of how far the rope is, he starts sort of just rotating in place. So you could just see a pair of boots floating up above, ethereally above the top of the desk. Ah, right, found some. Right, I've got half a bottle that you can borrow. Just use it for this and not for, leaving or anything.
Of course, I wanna see if I don't quite know what these rock people might like, but I wanted to add some options.
And that oil comes from the ground, doesn't it? Maybe
Yeah.
it's like liquid rocks.
Yeah,
Surely they wouldn't want that then, because that'd be like, you know, cannibalism.
I mean, don't you guys eat meat all the time?
I don't think it's the same. You know what? Let's just go into the
I mean, it
mines.
kind of is.
And on that bombshell, we are at halftime, so we shall take a couple minutes break and then get back.
Okie dokie.
I just finished my dinner. Bad timing. Right, see you shortly.
Mhm.
I wonder what rock people eat.
If anything like Gorons, just rocks.
I'm gonna try with lantern oil. I'm gonna try chalk. I have some ideas.
I'm just curious what the situation is, to be fair. What happens. If we kill them, we kill them. If we don't, we don't.
Let's try and not shoot them first.
This is a new character, so.
It's still a character with a gun.
And that gun has a huge range.
On a side note, everyone, I would like to notify you guys that with enough time, I can start putting weapon runes on your weapons.
It'd be really nice to have a returning rune for my knives, so I only have to buy one. Because throwing knives, I realised, is going to be a gold sink.
So basically, I can make any weapon a +1 weapon, but I need some money to do that.
I don't know how weapon stuff works in this, because I think if it's +1, then you can put like different other runes on it, like striking
Easy.
and stuff like that.
Correct. So each weapon can have a potency rune, which is +1 to +3, a striking rune, which is 3 levels from minor striking rune to major or something like that. And for each level of potency, you can also put a property rune.
Okay, so it's gonna.
Property runes do random stuff.
Yeah.
Now, currently I only have the formula for the +1 potency rune, so I can only put the +1. Then you can buy a normal rune or find other runes. That's a different topic. But I can add potency runes to any weapon.
I mean, that's good then, because then if you have the +1 and you want to, say, add one of the random extra stuff to your weapons, you can. You just, I mean, at antimony, we're definitely going to be able to find somebody who'll be able to do that for our weapons, probably.
The only problem is the process costs 17 gold pieces.
Yikes.
Yeah, and I need like a week to work on it. It's not... crafting is a pretty slow process.
That's fair. I mean, it sounds like intense magical work, so it's not going to be easy.
Rune is 35, by the way, so you know. This is the cheapest option. I can do it for half price, but there are...
I mean, yeah, I'll definitely fund you to give us who use weapons +1 weapons. Because it makes sense, you know?
Yeah, +1 is always nice. On a side note, +1 doesn't add to damage, only to hit.
Well, I mean, that's good as well, because then higher chance to crit. And if you crit,
Exactly, the striking rules instead.
striking double your damage dice, don't they?
They don't double it, they add an extra dice for each level. So you can get up to 4D something. with the greater striking aim.
Cool.
So every weapon is 1d, I don't know, 1d6, let's say. First striking it's 2d6, second striking it's 3d6, and then 4d6.
I mean, to be fair, I've got daggers as like throwing knives as one of my main weapons. It doesn't feel like it's useful to put striking runes on them because it's 1d4, 2d4, then 3d4.
It also applies to some properties of certain weapons, such as, for example, it applies to deadly weapons, to the effects of deadly weapons. Deadly are the weapons that...
increase the damage die on crit?
Yes, basically. Kinda. Deadly ones give you extra dice on crit, while fatal increase all the dice. By the way, I think that the +1 should go on the gun, because of course it's the one that gains most from crits.
Yeah.
Because almost all guns are fatal. If
That.
you didn't know.
Yeah, but also if I get the +1 on the dagger, the throwing knife, I can get a what is the other thing you told me it was? I can get a returning rune in it, and then I only need one dagger and a lot of investment, and I can just have that one dagger.
Well, yeah, if you want a returning weapon, sure, but I don't have the formula for the returning weapon, so...
I mean, it's just
I
thinking
cannot do that right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just thinking about... It's either that or just buy a shit ton of daggers, which isn't too bad.
What?
I use throwing knives. So it's either get...
Just looking at stuff. I assume no one needs torches, as literally everyone has dark vision now.
Oh yeah, I do! That's nice.
I have dark vision, I don't know about gnomes and stuff, but yeah.
I do.
Do we have the same disadvantage on sight check for perception?
All
If
right.
we're in the dark, Josh.
Yes.
Do we have disadvantage on perception checks in dim light or whatever?
I don't think so. I think you all have full dark vision.
So it works differently to 5e in terms of mechanics.
Yeah, no, you're fine. It's
Yay.
black and white, so like if anything's in color, then that's going to be an issue. But aside from that,
So if we have to
Now-
pick the red one, we're screwed. But
yes.
Cut the red wire. Oh fuck.
I mean, Ulot can always do the
dancing lights, yeah.
dancing lights if needed.
I'm gonna, just before we go, I'm gonna treat wounds on myself, just because I can. And
Okay.
yeah, I've got 10. That's barely a pass, so that's 2d8, and that's almost all my runes gone.
I know how to do this. I make a medicine check, which is obviously this one right here. I don't need. So that's a success.
That's a success, that's 2d8.
Oops. There we go. Nice. Cool, I'm ready.
Let's go!
Great. So you are taken through the village to the mine, the mine with the problem. It's a couple minutes walking in the dark, but you're fine with that. And one of the miners will say, "Yeah, right down that ladder there. That is where the breakthrough happened. I know we've been hearing some weird noises down there."
Right, we'll get on this. Well, get on the case then. Let's go.
Let's
Alright.
go.
Jumps down the ladder. Ah.
You climb down the ladder.
Why can I see cones of vision or something?
You will hear
Just cones, yeah.
You will hear the sound of rushing water, and all of you, I believe, will immediately be able to see some kind of flying, flapping imp. And I have popped some cones to represent where everything is currently looking, because you can just see that.
I don't see anything else though. I only see the imps. Is that normal?
Yeah, everything's just
A river.
black.
There's a river.
I don't know if I
To
see
the
a river.
right.
I see a river, but it's like just
Flowing.
black.
Oh, that. I thought it was like rocks falling.
Because it's dark.
But we have dark vision.
You should be
Where
able to
does-
see the map, just not a lot of it because of the dark
No,
vision. You may be
everything's
waiting
just
for things to load in.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That
we
might
need
be
to
it. I mean, wait.
Oh, now I see stuff.
I can't even move.
You're in a little
Central always
little
gets to
rock
see
tunnel.
stuff. There we go.
Oh,
There
yeah.
we go.
There we go. It's just taking its time.
Earth method.
Mhm.
Wait.
Yeah, so it's gonna try and sneak to hide against the wall.
I'm gonna sneak.
Okay.
Sneaky beaky.
Are we
Token arts not updated. Cringe.
Don't
Because
worry
I
about
want
it.
to talk to them?
Hey, I can move.
Yeah, me too.
Didn't expect them to be right here.
Wow. I'm gonna.
You can hear some noises coming from over in that direction.
Understand them at all?
Let's sneak past them. Right?
So we know that someone, at least one of them can speak common, at least enough to tell the miners who they are, wake us up or something. So I think it should be possible to talk to them in Cerulean, actually, which is common.
They look a little bit small to be causing all the explosions, though.
Yeah, but it's still they still should be intelligent enough that we could talk to them at the very least.
Right?
Gonna walk
I'm
up,
now starting a
sneak up.
timer. When that timer runs out, their vision will move.
I'm gonna just like budge up next to Leroy and just give him a little nudge and be like, well, if you want to try talking to them,
Go on
go
then.
ahead.
I'm gonna start. Like, I'm just gonna hide.
message. Oh, sorry.
So,
I'm gonna hide.
yeah. Just back here.
Keep going.
I will ride
I
on.
was just gonna say, before Leroy ran forward, I was just going to message Woden Spadebeard with just a "we come in peace" as Leroy moves forward.
You're messaging a what?
one
I'm
of
messaging
the methods.
the nearest Earth method to say "we come in peace."
Ah, I see. You see as you do that, the method confusedly stops flapping and drops to the floor for a moment, and then starts looking around nervously and very confusedly. You do not get a response.
I advance on Esteban with my open arms and walk into the cave, into the cavern. Greetings, and we come as peace brokers from the surface. We want Excuse me?
He attempts to punch you in the face.
Okay.
I wasn't so close that... Excuse me.
He flies up, fist outstretched.
Superman punch.
I try to... as a last attempt, I try to offer a handful of chalk and some lantern oil as an offer of peace, and try to communicate non-verbally, like, please don't fight, we come in peace. I don't know if it will work, but I try.
All right, it punches you in the face.
I tried.
You tried.
Yikes. That's
Yikers.
that's
So I'm guessing we're rolling initiative then.
Indeed.
because I was hidden. Can I use stealth to roll initiative instead, or
No.
I don't know how it works. I was just asking.
No, but you may only. Leroy has been seen thus far, so the rest of you can remain stealth if you wish.
Yeah, sure. I will stay
I
hidden.
was walking up behind him, so I'm not.
You know, actually, yeah, I will just. Yeah, I'm gonna help because it'd be stupid not to.
Yeah, Leroy is going first.
Well, this is an issue. They don't seem to understand me, correct?
No.
But they look humanoid enough that I would reasonably think they just don't know common.
You are knowledgeable enough about the arcane to know that humanoid appearance is in no way correlated to intelligence.
Is there anything about their appearance that will tell me, yeah, these people are somewhat civilized? Like, I don't know, clothing, tools, anything that makes me think as such. Before I go
You
to violence,
give me. This isn't really nature. Give me an esoteric lore roll.
yes,
Oh, he was hoping for that.
Okay, so you can identify these as earth methods. They are not. They are not of human level intelligence. They are animals, basically, who are known for being very mischievous and can follow commands. They typically. They're about sort of dog level intelligence. They will carry out commands, but they can't. They don't really think for themselves very much. Aside from, I think it would be fun to push that thing over.
so they're basically monkeys.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Monkey.
understand. I take out my sap because I still don't want to kill too much right now, if I can help it. And I look at this thing, be like, come on. I try to do my usual trackery, you know, also with esoteric lore, to see if I can identify anything useful. I don't know what the level of their method is, but a 19 is probably enough for at least a success.
Yep, you can tell that they are immune to bleeding, paralyzation, poison, and sleep. You know that they heal extra quick while underground, and that they, you know, they tend to only communicate with other Earth elementals.
While I appreciate this, a normal success does not give me so many information. Just the idea.
Yes, but these are very simple, commonly known creatures.
Oh, okay, that helps. So no specific weaknesses.
No specific weaknesses, but you do also know that they not only can they fly, they can also burrow.
Oh no.
That's gonna be annoying. So okay. I tap on Esteban and I'm like, Esteban, do your thing. I always forget how the support benefit works, but I should try to remember it. Sorry. I'm still not used to the ride, to the mount. Well, I will do that next turn. For now, I will just whack him on the in the face with my sap. Speaking of which,
As it is, unfortunately.
that's fine. That's fine. I believe that's my turn because I took out a weapon, did the thingy, and then tried to do it.
Then hit the button.
Sure.
You lot, you're up.
They're not especially smart.
So it seems like it's attacking my good buddy and king. So I think I have no choice but to try and harm it in some way. I'm trying to target it. Have I targeted it? Yes. Excellent. So I'm going to walk up to it. And so that's my movement. And then I'm going to go ahead and use imaginary weapon to attempt to hit it. I think.
Ooh,
nice.
Very nice.
Yes, I hit it. So nobody sees anything, but just a big crack opens up and maybe.
Oh wow.
The,
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and tell me how you just take this thing out immediately.
What? What? So I'm gonna walk up as you just see you kind of amble up, and as she draws nearest to the method, it seems like it just kind of rips in two, and it doesn't seem like that should happen because it's made of, stone. And the pieces just fall onto the floor. And she just blinks and looks a little bit confused. And says, "Leroy, are you okay?"
Yeah. I am. That was truly a spectacle, but let's try not to obliterate all of their pets before we meet with these people.
Oh, sorry, what did you want to do? Do you want to catch them?
I was trying to subdue them for now, but that's fine. They attacked first. That's okay. It's just, let's not obliterate all of them. We are trying
looks really subdued. I think it's just sleeping.
It's definitely subdued. Very subdued.
You can move through people's spaces without any issues, can't you?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. Am I actually going to have to use a ranged weapon?
Gasp.
Yeah, I'm going to have to attack with my hand crossbow against this method in front of me.
Oh, nice.
Oh, another nat 20. We're just going all out tonight.
Well, you say that.
Less all out than you lot.
Josh, what is it? I've noticed in my formula and in Corin's, it's got this improved critical maxed. Is that
So, yes, basically the way it works is I have a system. I have a plugin that has a lot of customization to how crits work. Basically, all it does is adjust the math so you can't get a crit and then roll all ones.
Ah, nice.
But is it? I mean, I rolled half of mine at max, and he's rolled half of his at max. Is there any way that it might be malfunctioning, or we just very
No,
lucky?
I think
Okay.
you were quite lucky, but also that is about right. Basically, if you roll, I don't remember the exact numbers, but basically, if you roll a crit, you're guaranteed to roll at least like 80% of your max regular.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
It's very generous.
I think crits should feel like crits.
It should really,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
very epic. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. I appreciate it.
I think we should crit fish even more.
So I need to
Oh, yes.
reload a crossbow, don't I?
Yeah,
You do.
Yes.
Does that take me an action?
it's one action.
Yes.
Okay. And movement is an action.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have moved, you have shot, you have reloaded, if that's what you want to do.
I'm not going to reload. I will.
Okay.
I'll just. Where is it? Overdrive. There it is. Yeah. I'm going to do this.
Nice.
Which is just an ability check. Standard DC for my level 20. That's
You are presently level 4, so your DC is currently 19.
not bad. Oops, that's a success, then that's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be my. In fact, no, I'll move. I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, that'll be my go.
Okay, just so you're aware, you have a full crossbow, which is 2 hands, so you have to factor that into your actions as well.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Is a hand crossbow not a single weapon? Hand weapon.
Oh, my mistake, you have both a crossbow and a hand crossbow for some reason.
I
Wait.
do? Oh, yes, I do.
Five.
I'll delete that.
That's
so I'm never going to use that.
15. Yeah, I just gun, I suppose.
Okay. Oh, unfortunately, no. Just straight past it.
Well, that's move, shoot. I guess reload. Or actually, so I've got this feat that allows me to intimidate just by looking at somebody. Is there a range limit on that, or is it just as long as I can see them and they can see me?
I think it's within vision.
Okay, so I'm gonna intimidate this one by looking at it really angrily because I missed it.
Okay.
That's probably gonna be might actually work.
24. Oh, yeah, that's a crit.
Nice. So he is now intimidated. I don't really know what that does, but
Frightened 2.
oh, nice. Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay.
Where's the combat tracker? End turn. There we go.
Frightened 2. Okay. So, what it's going to do is this one is going to go and is going to begin with a breath weapon.
What?
Yeah. And let me, I think this works this way. Is going to breathe in and cone.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, hits several of you.
No.
Actually, yes, that doesn't hit Speedy, but it does hit everyone else.
Because I threatened it. Of course it's not going to hit me.
Why are we arranged like this?
Because we're stupid.
I didn't know that Earth Method had breath weapon.
It has a breath, it has rock breath.
That's a lot of 6s and 5s.
However,
Respect these people.
2 of you saved and take no damage. Well, 2 of you crit saved, which means you take no damage.
Nice.
Leroy only takes half damage.
We're rolling really well today.
As the Mephit just opens its mouth and a bunch of pebbles come flying out of its face and just start pelting you.
It's a reflex save, yes?
I believe... Yes, reflex.
Esteban also needs to roll. He has a +8 reflex.
Okay.
I will do another. Oh, you're doing it.
Oh no.
Wow.
Esteban does not succeed. However, as it turns out, Esteban cannot crit fail on this reflex save.
That's good.
So Esteban 2 will take the
Just,
we'll
just
take
at
the
that much damage. I will take. I will keep track of it.
It's 2 well it's 2d6, so 11 is what you take.
Ouch.
And then the method is going to fly and just burrow into the side of the wall.
Oh boy.
That's it's not great.
Alright. You will see another method doing exactly the same thing. And another one doing exactly the same thing.
I don't feel so
They're
great
breathing
about
on.
this. Well, they're gonna be
They're all
soon.
burrowing away. Sorry.
And that, in fact, is their go. And we're going to move out of combat now.
Wait, out of
Going to
combat.
alert their friends.
That isn't exactly as expected, but
Josh, can I have my token art updated or? Sorry, I feel like I'm being a pain.
Oh, I thought, yes, sorry. Give you a new token.
I doubt they're running away. They're probably going to go alert whoever's causing this actual ruckus. We should
There you go.
proceed faster
Thank
so they
you.
can't set up.
Maybe if we sneak through, like all sneaky, like there will be.
They know we're here. We're not going to be able to
let's
sneak
try and
through.
avoid more combat if we can. Esteban, right on. So there is.
See the river rushing past. The river that I promise is wonderfully colourful and nice, but you could only see in black and white.
I'm sorry.
How deep is it?
It's about waist deep.
Maybe we could go up the river. I mean, surely rock elementals don't like water.
Well,
We
you could
track
waist
through
deep on
water,
you
we
lot.
Yeah.
Not waist deep on the tiny people.
Which is all of us except for you, Moth.
Yeah.
Not as big as you like. Esteban is medium sized, so I can ride on
Where is
Esteban.
he?
Yes, he is
Looks
medium.
like his seat is quite low.
Am I meant to
This is like
be able to see the Earth method?
Pardon?
I see an Earth method. Am I meant to be able to see that?
Oh yes, that one's supposed to be inside the wall. Some of these walls aren't as big as they seem.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm
that
just
one is
checking.
not there.
I see nothing. Maybe we can just go up the river. Actually, no. Like you were saying, that's a bad idea.
there looks to be a carved stone room here.
You step into a stone room, and you could see that the floor appears to be all sort of like it seems to be just covered in this about a foot of water.
Huh.
Is it flowing in from somewhere, or is it just still?
It's not flowing in from here. It is moving, but only slightly.
Okay. I'll proceed weapon out cautiously.
Mm-hmm.
Gone out. Reload.
What are
Oh, I
these
can't.
on the side?
Oh, there's a door here. See.
Ah.
Alright.
Oh, what
Does
is
this
this?
look like an like artificial nature?
Yes, this very much looks made.
It's definitely been carved.
You can see that there's a bunch of these aren't like pillars, these are just floor decorations, but each of the circles on the floor looks like this sort of stylized face.
A specific face or a super stylized, all the same face?
It's very stylized. Think sort of Incan in design, but they are all different faces.
I give the face. No, I can't actually paint on them because they're underwater. Never mind.
The great
They're
thing
not
is,
underwater.
There's like a surface like level of water, isn't there? Right.
Oh,
Yes.
Just
It's
use
about a
water
foot of water.
weapons. You'll be fine.
I'm gonna look for like, do the faces themselves, do they have any kind of psychometric resonance or not? I don't know if they count as an object for my weird read what the object remembers.
No, these wouldn't.
That's fine, that's fine. So, just as a general thing, I will talk, not shouting, but just like, we come in peace. If someone is in this room, we would like to talk first. We don't want to fight.
I'm gonna pull the faces up so that my face matches all the different faces.
All right.
There seems to be stairs. Are these stairs?
That looks like some stairs. Yes.
It seems that there are stairs here, and some of the room is collapsed.
Yeah, wait.
Just gonna reload.
Okay.
Shouldn't we just wait for them rather than walking into their house? They might think it's rude.
Well, they might ambush us and kill us all. Just pebbles first.
As a side note, the entrance to this room, like this tunnel we came from,
Pardon?
the entrance to this room, the tunnel we came from, does it look like it was recently opened?
Yes.
So this is where the miners entered.
Yeah, it's probably the home of some people here. Don't know. Rock people.
Excuse us, it seems that someone from the surface did messed up something with you. We would like to find a diplomatic solution.
That's
Did
all
you find
right.
that? What is this place?
You don't hear a response.
What is this thing with her barrel? What is it?
Yes, I'm just waiting to crack that open.
What barrel?
Crack it open.
Do you want to open it?
Yeah, I've just been waiting for it to be done. But yeah, I'll just crack it open with the tip of my sword,
All
I
right.
have a crowbar.
pointing my crossbow at it, just in case.
You should be able to double click on it to crack it open.
Oh, okay,
Do it.
I can.
Loot the
Do it.
barrel.
What is this? Cool. Yeah, I'll peek inside and then just empty out the contents on the floor.
Looks to be
scraping
full
it
of
out with the
clothes.
sword. Yeah, just some clothes. Let's move on.
Right, I found like a bunch of different twisting hallways through here. Didn't look in any other rooms because
What's this?
lazy. But hey, all right.
Oh, sorry.
I
is
assume
this
it did
through-
show you all the items that were in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw all of them.
Okay. Good.
So there's, I mean, there's Leroy's.
Which
There
room
were
is the one?
the twisting hallways is this way. Down there's stairs. So
I mean,
Yes.
I'm definitely taking the finery, the Rapscaldian finery. It looks very fine.
Let's not split up. Let's probably go.
I think go the twisting hallways because it's probably gonna lead us somewhere because twisting hallways
Which-
always lead somewhere, you know.
So we've entered the mines from town. Can we pinpoint the direction the sound is coming in the town, and then like orient it to our position in the mines?
Oh well, this is just the whole ground rumbling.
Okay, cool. So it wasn't a specific place.
Let's
No.
just go here. This is so.
Yeah, let's. You can leave on then.
Alright. Ooh.
You-
That's not a dead end.
I feel like this may not be the best moment for this, but I think I
Ah.
found some very fine clothes that will fit you.
That's a dead
Oh.
end. It's
That's very kind.
I mean, I already dress at my best, but I think we should all dress at our best.
alright. Let's continue.
I'm
Should we be
prowling
able
around.
to see through this wall here?
Through what wall?
There's a door here.
The wall at the top of this room, the one I'm right by now.
Ah,
Oh,
wait, what?
yeah, no.
Oh,
That's
I can see. Yeah, I see.
No, it isn't.
There's
that's.
a door.
Oh,
For,
open the door
I mean,
then.
it is marked. I do have a wall there. I don't know why you're able to see through it.
Alright. Like to look at this
I'm
door
adding
and
more
see if it
wall.
looks like it.
Yeah, that's sealed off. I think
More
there's like
wall.
a tiny
I've added
gap
extra
somewhere.
wall.
Shall we not? Maybe.
Oh, kick it
I
open.
I just
think
want to
these
look
are the
at the
people
door
who
for a
should-
second.
Yes. Take your time.
Just- Does it? What does it look like? Is there a handle?
You see, there's just a regular door there. It's a stone door, but just a door.
Stone door with a handle. Any
Yeah,
writing
a
on
little
it?
metal
Any-
hole ring handle.
Oh, a knocker. Or a ring, like a ring, a handle. That's
Like a handle, like a
Metal.
pull handle.
Okay, and it doesn't seem very sophisticated. It's not.
No.
No. It's in keeping with everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try and open it then.
Absolutely, you can open it.
All right.
And you see
Yeah.
just like maybe 2 more feet, and there's a wall in front of you.
There's a wall.
That's
Very
So-
strange.
oh.
And Leroy, as you press up against the wall, your face goes through it.
So
What?
I went through it by mistake, but yeah.
Ah, we lost Leroy. That's
You will see
so weird,
Leroy
you
just
just went
walk
in-
through a wall.
Who
ah.
went into that cupboard?
I'm just gonna walk sword forwards.
This wall is fake.
Leroy turned into an earth ele- Oh, okay. Ah,
Oh no, there's
That's-
barrels.
Yeah. Looks like
this
it
is a
was
circle.
And you will see where the water is coming from, the big stream that's diverted into this area that's slowly increasing the water around here.
Well,
Oh, it's
So it's all
flooding
very
the
wet.
area.
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's probably what's
Right.
causing the problem. Maybe if we did something about that, they'd leave us alone.
Maybe they're the reason it collapsed. Maybe they wanted to flood this area.
Are we talking about the miners or the rock people?
I
The
don't
rock
know.
people, obviously. Why would the miners want to collapse through?
Well, why would the rock people want to flood their home? Their own home?
It's probably not their home.
There seems to be a very nice scepter here. Does any of you want a scepter? I mean,
What?
this barrel has a scepter and a great sword. I don't think any of us uses great swords, but the scepter looks very nice.
Very
Well,
suspicious.
King needs a scepter, doesn't he?
I mean, I kinda use a scepter, but I have already a scepter.
Mm.
Just pick it up. We can sell it later.
Yeah.
We have to be quick before the water floods the entire place.
I suppose.
It might be some kind of artifact.
Yeah, bring it with us. But Yulof, you're able to just tread through this water to see if it leads anywhere. It's a bit
Yes.
deep for myself.
Yes. Okay. What, do you want me to just look and see where it goes?
Just to see if there's anything else around there, if it just wraps around.
Okay. I will carefully venture into the water, looking for
Mhm.
rubies.
Going into the water,
Any
you can
creatures?
see. You don't see any creepies. You do see the occasional small fish.
Okay.
It is
And is
pretty intense as you get to this sort of area you are just before you hit the main stream. You think it's probably going to be a bit difficult to keep your balance any further than this. You
it's very
reckon
strong
you could
stuff.
do it, but it would be hit and miss.
Some kind of save, yes.
Yeah.
And it carried on past where we were, so we don't know where it goes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. It just seems like some.
Is this a room?
Yes.
Oh, found another room.
What would
Yeah,
you
so
find,
soaking
you
wet
love?
Another
comes back
illusory
towards the
wall.
Corin. It's just very wet, that's all.
Okay, I see.
That's a shame.
Guys,
There's
look,
fish.
look, look at me.
Oh, that was an illusionary wall? Oh, crap.
I found another
Ah.
one.
I just went around this side and saw there was a passageway here. Oh, well, it's fine. I didn't do that. Why do they have hidden passageways?
This looks like some kind of temple, maybe? I'm not entirely
Hut. Uh,
What do your goblin eyes see?
Speedy, you will notice that the water also seems to be flowing a little weirdly freely around sort of just the northern area of the room near the left-hand side.
northern area near the left hand side. I can't ping, but it's like near where the barrel is.
Sort of, yeah.
like around here.
Around that sort of area.
Right, so nobody move, and then I'm casually like trying to be really normal about it, and I just get my gun out and shoot that area.
Okay, you see as all of the sparks and smoke just flows through the wall, and there is a loud clanging noise as your bullet strikes stone.
I thought I saw something there. Right, that's,
Illusory wall, basically.
is that? I guess maybe I'm going insane.
Where did the bullet? So did the bullet go through a wall? Did I understand?
Yes.
Which
Yes,
one?
right between Yuloth and Leroy.
Ah,
So
wait.
around here,
Mm.
it doesn't seem possible to go through. At least by with the. I will try touching and investigating and try to understand if it's possible to pass through another illusory wall here. Oh, that worked.
Ah! Oh. Ah, okay. That's where my bullet went.
So
Have they vanished again?
as we
Yes,
keep
Okay.
as we seeing more and more of these rooms and these faces, can we try to guess what this structure was meant for? Is this some kind of temple?
Guys, there's an
Or some-
illusionary wall here.
Like
I will take. This is one of those things that you really kind of need the specific lore skill for.
Is it
So I need-
genealogy?
It's not genealogy.
can I at least guess if it's a religion or not? Like, is this a religion?
You can give me a religion roll.
Like, just to know, just to cross out options, you know.
You don't think this is religious?
Wait, how did I get a plus 14?
I don't know.
It's for some reason I had a plus 8. Sorry. It's just
You guys gonna come in? Or
Okay.
so it doesn't seem religious, like a religious place at the very least.
safe?
No, this doesn't seem religious.
Is it
What?
any kind of cult? I'm good with cults.
You don't think this is a cult either?
Ah. Hey.
What did I get with this critical success?
Ah, well, you will see that, again, the water is flowing weirdly in this room.
Oh, I randomly guessed, and I guessed right.
Ah.
There is another plus plate here.
Where
chest-
did
Is the chest locked?
Uh-oh.
Unlocked. Before I do whatever, is the chest unlocked or did I just?
No, they're unlocked.
It's unlocked. Oh, What is this? Guys, there is a lot of stuff here. What is pillow shield? Sounds so cool.
The what shield?
A pillow shield.
Josh, I'm just not going to move in case.
Yeah, so Corin, you will see there is an earth mephit sleeping against the wall there.
How loud was me opening the door?
Give me a stealth roll.
Well, I was not trying to be stealthy. Oh, 22.
It's not super loud. It was kind of loud.
I'll just step back around the corner and then peek my head around, see if they've noticed or shifted or anything.
As you seem to still be asleep.
You seem a bit jumpy there, Colin.
Guys, I found some very neat stuff. I will get it for now, but I will give it around later, okay?
There are methods sleeping in this room. Get the rest.
I just jump like one step back and go. Mephits next door. They're
Should
asleep.
we talk to it?
They're asleep. I don't think we're gonna talk to them because, from what we know, they don't have very much intelligence, or they seem to be dumb. Don't know what we're gonna do.
That one has figure-friendly beige panties on.
What?
Oh,
Your random names are just crap.
yes. Apparently, yes.
I have.
I have a pair of those.
I'm gonna try and sneak my way into the room.
You know what?
Okay.
So I assume you want a stealth check from.
I would like a stealth check just for that place.
Yes. Again, same.
Okay. And I will have... So the difficulty is... Some creatures have other means of sensing things.
Tremor sense.
While that was a very good stealth roll, let's see.
Oh no. Oh.
Okay.
Alright.
You will be able to stealth your way in, and you'll see this huge, sort of, on this big throne made of sort of obsidian, is this kind of lounging, is this big rock person, a vaguely humanoid form, made of, a sort of grey stone, which just sort of lounging, slightly shoulders hunched, arms folded.
Who's the boss?
I'm
The boss.
gonna copy what Corin did and try to stealth through. Because if
I
Corin
don't
can
seem
do
to
it,
have noticed you.
anybody can.
What is happening?
Cool. I will. Yeah, I'll just sneak my way here and then just wait
Okay.
for somebody to
Can
peek out
I-
around the corner.
Okay, I am giving them another chance to see you if you're sneaking literally
Yeah,
in
you
front of them.
definitely are.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay,
Wait,
that time.
Wait, can I do I have any cards
You
that
get
I
a
can
hero
use?
point.
No, I don't have anything to use though. That's fine.
You. I have. Wait, I don't think this card works actually.
As you stealth literally in front of their face, you see their head sort of turn to look at you. You hear this sort of beginning as a raspy, deep rumbling in the back of their throat.
I'm
That's...
just immediately swinging at it.
Oh, okay. Absolutely.
It's
Go make an
steamy.
attack.
It's
Go ahead.
evil. I still have my thingy upside on the back if I hit.
Corin, come on, we were trying to be peaceful.
No,
You are
you
I
were
feel like
trying
I'm
to be
getting
peaceful.
flashbacks. We did this the other day.
Nice.
Okay, that's a hit.
Right, I'll add my damage and then my thing. Whichever. So it's only +1, sad. Brilliant.
That's
Okay,
pretty good.
you smack the side of this thing and just take a big chip of rock off the shoulder.
Can I assume that at this point we hear the commotion?
Yes, absolutely.
I just watched him.
I will rush over, very agitated. What is happening?
Corin.
Well, sure, they were entering initiative if Corin's swatting.
Mhm.
Yeah, are we?
Oh yes, I've just rolled the initiative and Graphite
Okay,
went
yeah.
first.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Yeah. You'll hear the sound as Graphite sort of just like doesn't actually stand, just sort of leans forward, and you just hear more people I have to deal with.
Oh, I can talk.
I so
Fine.
understand what he's saying.
And they will just take a claw and slap you.
Oh
That's
shit.
good, eh?
Ow. Wow.
That's what you
Wow.
get for waking him. Oh.
We really shouldn't have just attacked.
Oh,
them.
good lords.
Yeah, she's swinging at me. I'm just like, wait.
Just like, and just takes a big, like, brings a rock arm up, a massive claw forms, and just, boom, just smacks you flying across the room. And-
It's not so bad. I can heal him for that.
Yeah, right in front of you, smacking into the door, Leroy, is an entirely unconscious and dying Corin.
What the fuck just happened?
I swacked him across the face, and then I was like, oh shit, wait, and then he smacked me across the face. It's way more damage.
Mm-hmm.
I will look at Corin, look at everyone else. What happened here?
What happens when?
Use diplomacy, Leroy.
Wait, we are here. I don't know what happened with my friend here, but we are trying to come in peace. Please, let's put down our weapons, or whatever you use to do this. How do I feed a healing potion to someone? How many actions is it to feed a healing potion to someone?
To give a healing potion to someone, I'd say it's just. Is the healing potion in your backpack or like on your in your belt?
So I have one in my pouches, in my miscellaneous pouches, and I found a couple more, and I didn't yet decide where.
Okay, then I'll say you've got one in your hand, so it'd only be one action.
Okay, that's fine. So I will quickly feed a minor healing potion to Corin because I feel bad for him. I don't know where the fuck it is. It is. So, is there a way to roll automatically? If not, it's just 1d8. So I will just roll 1d8.
Yeah, just roll 1d8.
That's not a lot, but at least you're awake. You know?
Nice.
There we go. You have 3 hit points, Corin. Congratulations, you're awake again. Fuck, your chest hurts.
Did I hear the guy go like more people and all of that shop exchange?
Pardon?
Did I hear the shop exchange between Corin and the guy?
It wasn't really so much of an exchange, but yes, you did hear it.
Well, very short exchange. Then I will signal to Esteban to step over Corin gently and put himself in a position that can at least try and protect him as best as he can. I will look to the intelligent looking one and be like, Listen, I don't know what my friend did exactly, but he's known to be a bit of an offhead. That said, I am Leroy von Trumvolk, and we come in peace. We are trying to find the leaders of this settlement, or I don't know exactly, of this group, and try to find a peaceful resolution with the surface people. We will
Okay,
diplomats.
I think that's all you're going to be able to rattle off in a turn.
Can I roll something?
We will. You can give me a diplomacy roll for how well you do it, but we will have to wait for the response.
So, yes.
We'll put it onto Speedy.
Well. If only Corin was like one step closer. Fine. One action to move up. Another action to battle medicine, heal Corin because.
This is a mission.
Right, let's. So just.
How long
How long?
is... I battle medicine myself earlier.
You can use it once per battle.
Once per day, isn't it?
Mm,
I'm
What?
immune... Oh, immune to your battle medicine. Oh, okay, cool. So
Yeah.
it's fine, yeah.
Phew. I was getting worried there. You might have actually. Oh, okay, that's a success. That's 11 HP, so you're like 11 are better off, which
14
is
health.
with my last action. I am going to intimidate this graphite dude by staring at him, cause that's I don't know. Do I drag it? I just make an intimidation roll. Yeah. I'm gonna re-roll that. Because that is
Okay.
a skill check, right?
Yeah.
That's better.
Well, it is a failure, unfortunately.
I thought it wouldn't. That's all my go. So let's move it
But
on.
I forgot to specify, but the second action of Esteban will be to use his support benefit, which gives me lesser cover. That's it.
Okay.
I have lesser cover from my shield.
This method is going to hold its action, as is this one, as is this one, as is this one. Corin, you're awake again.
Ooh, first action is going to be to down with my healing potion.
Okay.
Alexis of life, I should say.
We are bunched
that's
up in the worst
Add
possible
one to
way.
that, yeah, so 4 health. to
It would
Take
you know what
yourself.
would really suck? What would so suck if any of these creatures had breath weapons?
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, it's just we need to move. Or at least spread out.
I don't think so, maybe I'm trying to... Are we trying for diplomacy or...
I tried for diplomacy.
I'm leaving on the table because I had to heal you. So
Frick. Sure, I'll try. I'm gonna look over to the graphite. Like, look, I'm sorry. It's just, you scared me, but we're not here to cause trouble. We just want to talk. Could we just have a temporary ceasefire?
Alright. And you laugh.
Alright.
I'm gonna just walk into the room or walk up. No, I don't want to be there. I'll move away again in a second, and try and do my performance with my dancing light. So I'm trying to just distract people with my pretty shinies. I'll just pop them into the room, and in their dazzling, whatever the dazzling display is. I think they need to make a save. So I'm gonna find it. Hidden. I think it's in the tangerine. Yes. Yeah. So I'm gonna amp it so that my lights whirl together dazzlingly and hypnotically. It's a flashing display composed of all 4 lights in an unoccupied 5-foot square. So I'd like that to be between graphite and brunette goatee. So both of them need to make a fortitude save.
Okay.
Okay. Should I target them and have it do it through the spell?
Those lights.
Yeah, if you target them and then double-click the save roll, it should do it.
It's not, because it's a amp thing, so I don't think it's in my...
Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we did it. Hang on. Let me just see. Yeah.
It's only if there's a highlighty bit.
Whew. They don't care about my lights.
They both crit succeeded. They're unimpressed by your lights, as
What
psychedelic as they may
assholes.
be.
What assholes?
Yeah.
The
I mean,
that's
graphite's
quite
really
good.
high skilled, and the earth method roll a nat 20, so.
Well, I don't like that very much. Gosh, so if you could just not do that. Anyway, I'm going to finish my movement by backing away.
Wise.
Alright.
So that's the end of my turn, so I'm going to press my end of my turn button.
Graphite is really rolling very high for initiative.
Graphite is going to, like, stand up and just, like, put their arms up and just, like, throw their arms out, and it's just like, oh, why are you here? This is such a pain. You come here, and now you try and hit me, and there's people, and they all want to fight me, and some of them think I have treasure, and it's all so much effort. Why can't you just leave me alone?
Oh, by the way, Josh, sorry, with the success, they're dazzled until the start of
Ah.
the next turn. Even if they succeed.
Even if they succeed, okay.
Yes. So
Cool,
can
I shall
apply
dazzle
the
them.
effect. Yes.
Da
I
da
dazzle.
da 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 da.
I dazzle.
Dazzled. Hey.
So I don't know what dazzle means, but
Yeah, Graphite for their turn has complained at you.
I mean, I
Well,
resonate
that's-
with what he's saying on, like, so many levels. Like, why do anything, you know?
Yeah, Rocky wants to stay still.
Ah.
That's the
I just gave him a migraine with my frickin' lights.
I'm not the person to be talking right now, so I'm gonna... Is there a hold action button?
Yeah, well, we can move out of initiative for a minute.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna move away. Away this way. Like here. So I'm in a better position.
So, like, why are you here?
because the people above seem to be in a bit of a pickle. They seem to have some problems because their settlement is crumbling, and we wanted to find a way to resolve your disagreement peacefully, so as to avoid all of their houses to crumble to dust.
There's no, like, disagreement. They flooded my house, so I'm unflooding it. And whatever happens to their stupid town is their fault.
Oh, the water was not here before. Oh. See, that's the problem, and that's why we wanted to talk to you, because they didn't give us exactly clear information on what happened. See, so the water was not here before they arrived.
No.
Are you the only? Like, is this just your house?
Yeah.
They talked about.
This is where I'm waiting until the surface wall collapses and we can go back to the plane of Earth.
A lot to unpack there.
Okay. Is that like a long time from now? For the surface war?
It's so long.
How about you just go back to bed and we sort out the drowning and you just...
And the rambling is you unflooding, removing the water.
Yeah, well, like, I've got to collapse the river bit, so just like so much work.
Did you put up the illusory walls as well, or were those from before?
No, that was a wizard.
And well, yeah, a friend of yours, or I like? What
Yeah, I was like, hey, people keep coming down and trying to mine my face. And he was like, well, stop killing them. And I was like, well, they should stop trying to mine my face. And he was like, well, how about I make some illusions and lock you in? And I was like, but what if I need to get out? What if there's a fire? And he was like, why would there be a fire underground? And I was like, well, I don't know, but what if there is? I'm not being stuck down here. I might melt. And he's like, fine, then I'll make some illusion walls so people won't get in, and I'll put some treasure in so that people will come in and take it and think it's a tomb or something and then go. And then they did, and then the people came in and tried to mine stuff again. And I was like, hey, he came back and he was like, why do you keep killing people again? I've said they keep coming back and mining my face.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we understand.
So the treasure was just there to distract people, basically.
Yeah.
Oh. And they want to mine, like, are they looking for your face specifically, or are they just, do they not?
I mean, look at this face, you know? Like, of course they are.
What's
Okay,
the face
look.
look like?
Yeah, but humans above are a bit weird for what they look in minerals compared to people.
Your
below
face
here.
does look quite mineable, though, right?
I know.
Is the water still rising?
I think they look
Like
for-
very, very slowly. You can feel that water is flowing into this room, but like not at such a rate that you're actually in any immediate danger.
So would we have like a couple of hours or?
You reckon you've probably got a couple of days.
Oh, okay, great.
So the problem is the people above will not be peaceful and will not leave you alone if the town crumbles, because they will keep sending more people and less peaceful people. So we should try to find a way to remove the water from your home and keep them out without destroying the town. Does that sound, reasonable as a solution?
Look, I don't care. They keep building new things. They can build whatever they want. But when they start messing with my place, I'm gonna fix it. And sucks to be them for whatever they've done is their fault.
I kind of, yeah, I
We
reason
should
with that.
probably go talk to the miners again.
Yep.
See if we can get something sorted out then. If we come back with some like a representative from the miners, would you have talks with them to see if we can't sort this out?
that
Look, if
sounds
you
like
do
so
this
much
one-
effort,
If
though.
you do this one talk, then you can just go back to sleep forever, you know? You don't have to worry about any more hassle.
And they will remove the water, maybe.
Give me a diplomacy, Corin.
Can I?
Oh,
Another nat
Oh.
20.
That's a very good diplomacy.
Fine. I'll wait here.
Okay, cool. Does that sound right with everyone then? If we go try to...
That sounds reasonable. If I may give you a suggestion, if you can stop the ramblings in the meantime, that will show goodwill towards them, and they will be more likely to talk to you. You know. And
Fine. I guess.
By the way, that's some very good rambling earth powers. Like,
I know, right?
if it wasn't for the things above, I would be impressed. Actually, I'm impressed still, but you know, it is creating problems, but it's still very good skill.
does Karen? Do you think the mayor's gonna bite?
By the way, before we go, I forgot to properly introduce myself. I'm Leroy von Trombolt.
Let's just leave him in there. Let's go back to the surface.
Yeah, let's go.
What may be your name, my friend?
Like,
Name
I don't
is-
think you can pronounce my name.
I mean, I don't have normal lips, you know, or
What should we call you?
Most of the people call me graphite because that's what I'm made of.
Ah,
Is that a magic rock?
No. It's like a normal rock.
by the way,
Are
do
there
you,
any
I was wondering, do you eat candies? I like candies. I don't know what elementals eat.
We don't. That's disgusting.
Do you eat something or do you not eat at all? Just
Why
out of
would
curiosity.
we? That's gross. No.
Fascinating.
And on that note,
And on that bombshell.
that's where we will call it for the evening.
Well, we managed.
earth elementals don't eat?
it makes sense.
I would like for everyone to know a couple things because I found some very good, like the wizard left some very good stuff. I found a piece of clothing which counts as light clothing, basically, or unarmored. That will also, while being extremely fine, like velvet and stuff. Actually, Josh, I saw that I could open the description of the items. You tell me if I should not be able to read it yet.
No, you should be able to read all that.
Okay, so the wearer can move through difficult terrain and gaps.
Is that
Ignore, like if you wear this finery, these super nice clothes, you can basically ignore difficult terrain and small gaps. You can squeeze without a problem.
I will probably take that if that's cool because
But you need to not wear any armor for it to work.
I don't wear armor.
That's good. So you can. It's very nice. Convenient ropes to swing from, boxes to be rolled over, or ledged to catch always happen to be at the perfect position to allow fluid movement for the full length of the stride action. That's so nice.
Cool.
So then there are also some incredibly nice gloves that I think you might also like. They're called the healer's gloves. And first of all, they allow you to magically heal someone once a day.
Oh wow.
basically cure wounds, basically. 2d6 plus 7. That's a lot as an action. And also they give you a +1 to medicine. They are doctor's gloves. I think you might like this a lot. To be honest, though, anyone would like this.
Yeah, I mean, I like them, but like also, if we want to diversify, who maybe Corin, because
I mean,
then we
there's
have a
also,
second medicine check user who's good at it as well.
I also found a rune, a property rune, Ghost Touch, which means that we can make any weapon into something that can hurt ghosts. Very nice. I found some potions. I only used one of them. And I found, what is it? A pillow shield, which is a shield, a relatively normal shield. But when you rest on it, it's as soft as a pillow. And you can repair the shield by sleeping.
Ah, that's cool.
Which is super funny. Also, you can cast alarm with it. I don't know. I don't think any of us uses a shield, which is a bit sad. And finally, if only I can find it, I found the auspicious scepter, which is well, first of all, it's a very good mace, like a mace, a +1 striking mace, which means that it's a good weapon, like a normal good weapon. Moreover, it has some extra effects. I could actually use this. When you succeed at a check to recall knowledge about a creature, after you've dealt damage to it with the auspicious scepter, you learn one of its resistances in addition to any other information. Also, it has so many effects.
That sounds like just a good replacement for your.
Yeah, you can just post them in the chat and we can have a look.
Yeah. That works.
So I am going to have to head off now, but thank you all very much for playing. I hope you had a good time.
It was fun.
Yes,
Thank you, Josh, for running it.
Yeah, thanks.
Indeedly.
Any feedback, goods, bads, stuff to do better, etc.
Graphite is amazing. He's already my best friend. I don't care.
Great map.
Yeah. That's
very
cool.
nice.
It was fun.
Thank you for giving us a non-fighting option.
I was
Very
wondering whether
obvious
you.
non-fighting option because it nearly killed Corin in one fell swoop.
Yes, I was wondering what you would have gone for. Like, I was kind of hoping you would have tried to stealth your way through everything.
I wanted to, but Karen went first.
Yeah.
I didn't go
And
first.
then decided to twat it. Yeah, you did. You snuck in and twatted the
Not for the stealth
graphite.
part. Stealth was the Leroy.
So something else that I don't think will happen now, but what I was going for was basically, if you had fought graphite is a notably higher level than you all.
Yes. Yes.
What level is graphite? Graphite is level 7, so up there, but not ludicrously high. What I was hoping you would try to do is use the fact that you're faster than basically everyone else to try and trick them into basically being in a position where you could push them in the river.
Oh.
I mean, that's a
That's-
good idea.
That's the way I had come up with, so that there was at least one definite route out of it. Because if you'd pushed graphite in the river, they would have had very little opportunity to get out and would have just been sucked down river. To become a problem when they're a more appropriate level for you.
Which is why they are trying so hard to get the water out of the realm, because they don't like water.
But I'm glad you spoke to graphite, because I like graphite.
Yeah.
It's a nice dude.
It reminds me of the guy whose head we haven't buried. Billy
Oh,
Bones.
yeah.
I forgot about him.
Jim Bones.
timbers
Mm-hmm.
in my neck. I might just shut that. But thank you very much, Josh. I'm gonna head off as well, so I'll see everybody in a
Good.
couple of
I will
See you
leave the
in
server
2
up for a
weeks.
little bit in case anyone needs to do stuff. Have a good night.
Cool. See you in a
Yeah,
couple of
right.
weeks.
weeks. Bye.
Bye.